It's too cold inside.
Someone take it.
It was pretty hot in here when we came. If you're around by 2100, you'll okay. We have to worry about that, right?
We live in
Okay.
this house, right?
What's that?
We live in this house.
We don't have these problems. That's true. Okay. Okay. So now moving right along here. The aim tekufa moshechet mechaverta ele chetzi shah. A tekufa doesn't get longer than its the last tekufa except the chetzi shah. Okay, which is from that half hour in there. It's 7.5 hours, so it's whatever. Okay, well, let's not worry about this. Ein lacha tekufas nisan shenofelas b'tzedek. You never will have tekufas nifas fall when the constellation of tzedek is at the peak of the sky or something like that. Rashi goes into what tzedek is and where it is in the sky and everything. In Jewish circles, that garlic is good for the something or other.
Natural healing?
For sure it is, yeah. Okay, so, but this, what that does, by making garlic on the good side, you're putting all other vegetables on the bad side, which, okay.
It could have been where they grew them as well.
Could be where they grew them, okay.
Well,
Vegetables have changed considerably over the centuries, so who knows? Okay. It's Kayoshi Kvaros. In the middle of the line it says, Kamesim, Levishim, Mechusarim Hana. They have no pleasure. Hain, the Lokin, the Ruchos, Bizerem, Ubamatar. They're always hit by the elements, the wind and the snow and the this and the rain and everything. It just gets them, it's not a life. Okay. So, their daughters are like animals, okay. My timer, Ulamar she'ein lehem merchatsos. Rabbi Yochanan Ramibi she'ein margishin zelazebet. Two different reasons why their daughters are considered like lying with an animal. Because one says because they have no bathhouses. Okay, and what does that have to do with anything? So look at Rashi, the 4 lines at the bottom. The girls have to walk very far to wash, to bathe. Okay, I think what it means, not the girls have to go to bathe, the guys have to go bathe out in the middle of nowhere. Their wives are left alone, and what's happening while these guys are walking miles out there, their wives are left alone, so you can figure out the
Wives never take a bath?
I don't know, maybe not, I'm not sure. Maybe that's another reason why these guys' lives are miserable. And then you have a square drawn around that thing. Pretend this thing is really a square. You get the idea. Okay. The area of a circle is back from 8th grade or whatever grade you learn this stuff in. Pi r squared. Right? Pi r squared in our case here equals 1 times 1 squared, which is 1, times pi, which is, we're not going to say pi, forget about it, 3. Okay? They assume 3. So that's 3, okay? He's recording this thing, so he says, it says here, you have a camera on this thing, right? Pi r squared equals 3. So it makes, what, this guy doesn't know what pi is? Okay, so you get the idea. Okay, so now, that's a circle. This square here also has a length of this plus this, right? And that's the length of the square. In this direction also, it's the same thing. So the square is really 2 by 2. The area of a square is the side, the length times the width. 2 times 2 equals 4. I wish I could write like this. You have to be Yemenite to do this. Okay. Okay. You can see it's 25%. This is 25% less than that. In other words, to get 3 from 4, you have to take away 25%. That's what they mean by this statement. It's 25%. It's 1/4 less is what they mean.
1/3 more.
It's like Chumash. You add, it's like same thing as Chumash. You add
it's
a quarter,
like
you get a fifth.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, now we're not out of the woods yet. I hate to say it. Okay, boy.
Gives you a job in one of the elementary schools.
Yeah, that's all I need. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
They're so strict there, and they're so makel here.
I
It's
agree with you.
unbelievable.
I understand. Okay. Let's go on because it's going to get tougher. I hate to say it, but let's go on. Okay. You're going to be losing those corners if you measure your techum out from the corner thing. You're going to be losing some space. Okay. Ella Mevital Rubashi Alpaim Amma Umenicha Bekaren Al Kasona. You put that square in each of the corners at the diagonal part. Okay, those are these four corner pieces. Okay, you stick those in there to fill in the empty spot. So we're going to examine that situation. Now, just picture the following. This thing here is 6 squares in each direction. A total of 36 squares, right? You with me on this one? I'll take your word for it. 6 squares in each direction. You can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? The city is 2 squares in each direction. The migrash thing is 4 squares in each direction. Okay. Well, looked at it from this direction, just walking across it horizontally like that, it looks at it, it's half. Somehow we got to get that this area here is 1/4 of the total area. So let's see how we're going to pull that off. Okay, so the Gemara says, that's the idea. Okay. Okay. It gets worse from here. Okay. Okay, now, here we go. And I'm skipping all the Rashis because it's just going to make things impossible. Okay. So America didn't catch on until sometime in the 1720s. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, George Washington was born in that year or something like that when they did it. And there's some confusion about when his actual birthday is because of this, because they added on like 12 days or something like that, or whatever the heck it was.
As long as it's a school holiday.
Yeah, who cares? Yeah. Okay.
How can he be president? He wasn't American.
I believe Sweden was the last Western country to do this, sometime in like the 1940s or something like that, some ridiculously late time. And some island nation or something out in the boondocks also did it pretty late in the game or something like that. But everybody's on the same page except for us. Okay, we never changed our calendar.